What's up, Flames? How's it going? And welcome back to the second part of the Windblum Festival in Genshin Impact. I thought you guys would like this a lot. I like this game a lot. So far, it's been an amazing journey, and I'm really enjoying it. If you like Genshin Impact content and you like lore videos, please don't forget to hit that like button on the video as it helps me out. And please consider subscribing, so that helps me out as well. With that being said, here we go. Ah, that's
Why is
very
this
cool.
humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Monstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra?
Sino! Known across Sumer for his ruthlessness, the General Mahamar Sino strikes the fear into the hearts of countless researchers. In his private life, Sino is neither rigid nor cold. Instead, he is a passionate TCG player who enjoys sharing joy using his unique sense of humor. Therefore, it's best not to think too much of the occasional incomprehensible sharpness in his words that might send shivers down the spine. Yo, Agnes, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Tignari, the morning dew shimmering amidst the fragrant trees. Everything in the rainforest is so adorable and refreshing. The only exception and the biggest heartache for Tajiri is some foods always confuse poisonous shrooms with edible ones and could never learn a lesson from Tajiri's scolding.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it.
Why, thank you. I appreciate that follow on Twitter, Arya.
View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra? No?
Kainari! Sino! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you.
Not going too bad, Edmus. How are you doing today, my dear? So that you guys know, for future reference, I don't always talk through cutscenes a whole lot.
And
I'm
who's
not
this young
ignoring
lady?
chat. I just feel like it messes with the immersion. So if ever you do come in and there's a cutscene going and I don't talk, I'm not ignoring you. It's just that.
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir. Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity.
I want
Just to keep
Sino.
Kale
I
company
want
on her
him so
vacation.
bad.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Monstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before. What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well? I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
I just want to say, these two characters are so fucking cute, and I hope that at some point I can pull them, because I don't pay any money for this. I earn Primo Gems and exchange them for wishes. So I really hope that at some point I can pull some of these characters. All three of these are so cute, and I really want Sino for his satire jokes.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Albedo, not one to socialize, the genius researcher is usually seen wearing the same calm, cool expression. Only when he is buried in his research does his more energetic and enthusiastic side seem to emerge. Soul in shock, Albedo also spends time alone, pondering profound alchemical conundrums, but there seems to be no end in sight to his
Mr.
research.
Albedo, but it is an objective truth. Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Everyone doesn't want to be left out! Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Monstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders. And Kala, very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Oh, yeah?
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Adding the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Hey, thank you for the follow,
Then please,
Emma Victoria
allow me to-
11. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing today?
Mr. Albedo,
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later.
I am doing good. Thank you for asking. Enjoying Genshin Impact very much. I absolutely adore this game. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. I hope you enjoy your stay.
But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
Accommodations. One of Mr. Gott's other properties. Priority. The Adventurers Guild reception area. Backup plan to be confirmed. Food. Group meals on the first day, following which all are free to make their own arrangements amidst the city's various restaurants and taverns. Self-catering facilities will be prepared at lodging, outdoor activities, considering our guests' sightseeing interests. Sucrose, Timaeus, myself, and some of the other Knights of Phonius can accompany our guests, splitting in groups when necessary. Obtaining souvenirs, multiple collection methods. With wind comes glory. The outdoors themselves, creation through alchemy and handcrafting are all possible. Scientific observations, emphasis on botany. Official business, no such needs at the moment.
food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice!
I do stream regularly. For those who don't know, who might just be coming into the stream, my schedule is up on the schedule section of my channel. I'm live Monday through Friday as long as the weather permits. I do have satellite internet, so on days when it's snowing or raining very heavily, I might miss a day on occasion. For that, I am sorry. I absolutely try my best not to, but I do stream regularly Monday through Friday here on Twitch, and I often record YouTube videos such as the one I'm doing now while I'm recording here on Twitch, so you guys kind of get to see a little bit of the work that goes into both places. So
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look. And should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board.
for the food and board.
That's why it's called tagging along!
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician all approve.
I have been streaming for a super long time, actually. I started streaming on YouTube about 5 years ago, and I came to Twitch here recently due to a lot of the updated policies YouTube developed on cursing and a lot of their censorship policies. I can be very exuberant, and I also can be very potty-mouthed, and so with that being said, I decided to come over and give Twitch a try, and I've absolutely loved my experience here on Twitch so far. I've made a wonderful community that I love hanging out with, and I got into playing Genshin Impact because of Twitch as well, so...
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents! I can help too. And Paimon will take her to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Great, then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's meet by the lake this evening.
Very cute.
Can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else? Okay, yeah, that'll be all. Yay! You're the best person in the whole wide world!
Paimon's favorite
Paimon
snack.
will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a windbloom. No need to worry about that. Paimon can make room for good food.
All right, just a moment.
That was great. If that was a Windbloom treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the Windbloom Festival every day. Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart from passing materials around. Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down.
Calm down, Grumpy.
That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
Right on, Emma. I like to support other streamers too. I do it while I'm recording on days I don't stream. As often as I can at night before bed. I hear you. Lying down in bed, what a surprise.
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Monstadt specialty. As far as edible Monstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess, small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
Yeah, Mondays are always a drag.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment? No. I just don't eat a lot normally.
These two are so awkward and cute.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari, while we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
What? Paimon walks?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your head was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts. No? Not funny? Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Think of this as part of a process of getting to know Sino. On the bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying lifeforms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you two! I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here at Monstadt, Sino. Actually, feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer.
I want this character. I want him so bad.
It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and Stupefied sucrose. Oh, well, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windbloom Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windbloom, as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale, Lily.
What?
Oh my god. No. Sino.
Kale's Windbloom. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt.
I love the expression on this character's face right now. It's just sitting here like, what did you just say?
There's also cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two birds with one stone.
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Called out.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Ah, there it is.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before? And that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Kaltz for guidance. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori Festival. He told me that Kaltz was a Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
Counts? Isn't that...
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Kaltz.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You
Sure.
most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's
Ooh, here he comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Kaltz?
having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Kaltz. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
I find it funny how the first person you're introduced to that actively describes wanting to go and be around for the card games in Monstadt looks kind of Yu-Gi-Oh-ish.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Wow, your teacher's so nice. I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters,
Good morning, baby.
I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
My jokes. You like them?
Oh no, don't tell him that.
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
My nutritional meal!
Oh shit.
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Uh-oh.
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash. Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before? I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day.
Hey, thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate that.
Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Kali seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kali the chance to accept the blessing. Oh, yeah! She's the one who needs your help. Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, that can wait.
Oh no, did you just say that? Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. Sucrose, no.
As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
Aww.
Alright, we'll help out too. You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
Giggity.
Right! Alright, let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. I've got some thinking to do in the meantime. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
Tignori's like, no.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way.
Oh, well, gee, thanks, Amber.
Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Ayla. Ayla is a member of the Lawrence clan by birth. The Lawrence clan's oppressive rule plunged Monstadt into one of the darkest periods of its history. Today they have long fallen from grace, but their present-day descendants still find themselves held in contempt for the transgression of their forefathers. Not content to accept her fate, Yola has chosen to face the hostility of others hands-on and prove with her blade that the nobility spirit forsaken by her predecessors is still alive and well in her. Should you meet this bold knight, be sure to cast aside your reservations and greet her courteously. She, in turn, will be sure to extend the utmost courtesy to you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time too. Of course it was positive.
She's so cute. I want Kali.
I'd say we hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat.
Hey, Mr. J, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. I wish I could lie to you and tell you that it went well, but it didn't.
Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Still as high energy as always.
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important...
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
All right, I'll start packing up.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf guard to check out that note, aren't you? Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh? Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move!
We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Paimon, you're so mean. This is also why I identify with Paimon. Haha.
Come on in and take a seat.
He's not inside? Really? Aha, here he is.
Oh, it's been a while. Paimon called it tone-deaf bard drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister.
Okay.
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windblum Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Oh, come on, why not?
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen. Also, I happen to know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor.
Sure, Venti. Why not?
Not of this world. We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually want to hear the good stuff first? Alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad news then?
Paimon ate the bad news!
Paimon ate the bad news.
Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
Likely story, Paimon.
It's fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world. But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not?
Whoa, slow down! Paimon's head is already starting to spin!
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Would that be not of this world? Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper. It would render our search for the truth meaningless. I'd rather try and figure this out for myself.
Could it be the Windblum?
Oh, now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility. The Windbloom doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves. In which case, the Windbloom doesn't exist in reality. This does seem like a promising direction. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time!
Paimon, you're not supposed to admit it.
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in, say, 2 days' time?
Sure thing! In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about it?
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her. And I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing.
I know, Taters. Isn't it like 1000% unfair? I wish I could eat half as much as Paimon eats and not become a fatso, but it just doesn't work that way. Maybe it's all that flying that she does. She's always floating, levitating. Maybe it takes Paimon energy.
Magic.
But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it.
Yeah,
But I'll try to
Paimon
find
magic.
some time over the next couple days to mention it to her.
Every other mage out there that I've ever seen has an increased dietary requirement because magic comes from the energy of the body.
True. Very true.
So much.
Shit tons of spells tires you out.
True. Okay, so which
Or pursuit, probably.
this one? Is this the one I'm supposed to do?
That's so good.
Okay. Oh, okay, that unlocks the rest of the quests for it. Okay, I got it. Alright guys, give me...
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. Ah, and Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done. Apparently, Tighnari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion. Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
She's so cute.
Exactly! You're the creator of the Tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
Alright, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
Paimon?
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not
I
quite as
know,
simple as
right,
that.
Trevor?
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely counts.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident. And she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count? Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction, you'll always be going the right way, right?
Paimon!
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Monstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor, and an exceptional pathfinder. He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way, and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
A riddle amidst the crowds. Oh, 1 second, guys.